fruitful discussion last night since we arrived here with our company. We use, there's a huge demand of millions of heads of livestock.
I want also to join the president of the chamber in thanking the two. In fact, we will be getting the real estate people talking with the real estate folks on the other side who have already signed an agreement which we witnessed.
The best 4 years of his life here in Kenya.
Trade industry investment lead business to business matchmaking yesterday. It resulted 1.17 billion US dollars for April this year. We're going to take approximately.
But given, of course, how much he has been really advocating for Kenya, who has been really active ever since we started the discussion for.
They are very much interested to invest in the discussion, so it could allow us on a public and private partnership.
التدريب لتصدير للمناطق الحرة أو زونات المناطق الحرة في
stability, the ease of transfer of funds, and the investment climate, the positive investment.
كما لا يفوتني أن أرحب برجال الأعمال الكيني.
President of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce that will come in about 2 months with over 100 people.
مع سعادة السفير السعودي من المطار إلى الفندق كان أجمل السنوات التي قضاها في كينيا.
I'd like to conclude my remarks.
Enable business people in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia to work together. That, as was said by the president of the chamber, I want to let you know that there is a bigger opportunity. The tripartite export from Kenya to America, duty have negotiated as a country. Different view is that this relationship is beyond Kenya and Saudi Arabia. We can make it a bigger relationship.
كبيرة إنه في
We have negotiated as a country different investment, trade, and market infrastructure. We have a negotiated framework with the European Union, meaning that from Kenya, you can export to the 27 countries in the European Union. Through the AGOA framework, you can also export from Kenya to America, duty-free, quota-free. So again, there are big opportunities for you and for investors, both from Saudi Arabia, working with their Kenyan counterparts, to do more business beyond what can be done between Saudi Arabia and Kenya alone. We already have a legal framework that is facilitative for public-private partnerships to drive investments in the public as well as in the private sector. And therefore, I just wanted to undertake on behalf of the government of Kenya that we are good to go for business. The Chamber of Commerce here will be your partners. The government of Kenya will be ready, willing, and available to work with you. And as was said by the minister, whatever other interventions that are required of us, whether it is avoidance of double taxation agreements or protection of investment agreements, we will be able to facilitate as government because we already have templates that we are working with other countries. So we should be able to bring that into your space so that you can, with a lot of ease and comfort and confidence, invest and sample the opportunities that we have. It is my belief that with this relationship, your coming to Kenya and the return visit by Kenya to Saudi at an appropriate moment, as was said by the president of the chamber here, will create the necessary nexus and network that will enable business people in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia to work together, looking at the opportunities that exist both in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia, and the synergy that we can create for the opportunities here, leveraging on the technology you have, leveraging on the investments that you can create. And I want to let you know that, as was said by the president of the chamber, we have a very stable economy, the largest economy in East Africa, possibly the 7th largest economy in Africa, and therefore, working from Kenya, you will not only have the opportunity to work with a big economy, but it is your gateway to the African continent. The East Coast, where Kenya is the natural gateway for Saudi Arabia and Middle East into the continent of Africa. And therefore, as you look at the investment opportunities in Kenya, even as you consider what you can do that will go back to Saudi Arabia, I want to let you know that there is a bigger opportunity for investors from Saudi Arabia working with their counterparts in Kenya to serve an even bigger market. We have a big African market that is growing and that is virgin on virtually everything, on matters to do with agriculture, energy, transport, industrialization. There is a very big opportunity. And just to let you know, the tripartite free trade area, which brings together about 26 countries, that is connecting COMESA, EAC, East African Community, and SADC, a population of about 750 million people, came into force 6 months ago. And that provides a facilitative framework for your investment in Kenya to find its way into the African continent.